guys, welcome back. Margarita, right? You had a Cosmo last time? Oh, it's my first time here. Can I get a mule instead?
Wait, can I get that one more time?
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back. Margarita, right? You had a Cosmo last time? Oh, it's my first time here.
He's like,
Can I get a mule instead?
Even the barback was like, Cosmo, right?
Yeah.
No. I remember. Or I don't even know if that was a bar. That might have been the other bartender, but I'm just saying, everyone thought.
Everyone had a.
Clearly, he has a type.
No, that's my first time here. He's just like,
bro.
that's what happens when you don't tip.
It is.
That's
Really.
crazy.
Or if you don't tip enough,
Yeah.
apparently he's not from Honduras.
He's not from Honduras.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't that memorable?
He didn't lay it down.
Did not lay it
Wasn't that
down.
memorable? God damn. I made a video similar to that a couple years ago. Remember, it was like,
Yeah.
I had someone come in, and they were trying to hit on me while they were on a date, but it was the second date they were on that week.
Damn.
And I'm
I
like,
thought you were about to say that was their second date with that person. That was
No.
the second date they were on. That
yeah. They were with two different people in the same week, and both times they were hitting on me. As like sometimes in front of the person.
That's
Yeah, some
That's
people just
ruthless.
don't care, man.
That's
Some
ruthless.
people just really don't care. But if you're gonna play the game, I mean, you gotta pay to play, baby. You know, you gotta tip your bartender, your server, whoever. You gotta tip them enough to keep your secrets. We ain't priests.
Nope. This ain't a confessional.
Yeah, not at all.
We listen and we judge.
We absolutely do.
Yeah, not lawyers, no client attorney privilege, none of that. I mean, there is if you pay for it, but $5 ain't gonna get it. Like,
No
damn, you tipped me $5
confidentiality
again.
here.
Last time you brought her, you tipped me $5.
Yeah.
But last time it was like $100. $5.
Wasn't your hair red? What happened?
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
That's,
I mean, the dress you bought her last time was better than you bought her this time.
y'all really just like.
Oh, yo, I will carve you up like a honey
'em.
baked ham in front of your girl. I don't give a fuck.
Cause fuck them. That's why.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's pretty easy because I legitimately don't generally remember guests. They
no, you
will
don't.
tell me before I tell them. And, like, I literally could have been serving you 20 minutes ago, and then I see you across the street. And I'm
Damn,
like,
I mean that's a pretty short one.
Dog.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Like, literally, they were the last guest I had. When I clocked out, I go across the street to you. About 20 minutes later, they're in there like, hey, remember me? I'm just like,
Nope.
yeah, you had the
Cocktail, right?
cocktail, right?
You had the drink.
right?
I got you that drink, right?
Mhm.
That was you?
Yeah. And so when people come in and they're just like, you know, they bring someone else, I don't usually remember. Unless there's like an issue. If there's an issue or we had like a very specifically good vibe, most times I do not remember. But, yeah, if they bring someone else in, I will usually be pretty good about just like feeling them out, letting them lead the way. Because like I ask every guest that comes in there, oh, hey, have you guys been here before? And then it's like
And
literally,
you saw them 20 minutes ago.
literally.
Yeah. Yo, first time with us. I mean, in the last
No, it's
hour.
hour.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
cool. No, and I'll ask that question, and people will be like, "No, literally, I was here earlier today," and I was like, "Oh, welcome back. Can I start you off with some water? I don't know." But
Damn.
that kind of, I let them kind of like guide that, because especially if they are there again, because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've been here before, but this is their first time," or something like that. I'm like, okay. Literally, it's not going to change how I interact with you at all. I just ask it because it seems like the thing to ask. But yeah, I just kind of go with that. But I don't try to anticipate people's drinks, because some people apparently get pissed off when you try to anticipate their goddamn drinks.
I don't get pissed off.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
No, but I like to fuck with you. And it works, clearly.
Sure. Sure. I'm just trying to ease the process of service so I can get back to serving everyone
Hey,
else.
I'll be real. If I try to guess your drink and you tell me it's wrong, no, it's not.
That shit's poured now, motherfucker.
No, it's not.
There it is.
We'll figure it out.
Drink it.
One of us is drinking this. I don't know who. We'll figure it out together.
Yeah.
But there's no way I made the wrong drink. I can guarantee you that. I made the right drink for one of us.
For one of us.
For one of us. I promise you. Starving kids in Africa. I ain't wasting this alcohol. Fuck
Hell
that. That's what I always used to say back in the day.
Doesn't. All right. Cool. All right.
I don't
It
have
doesn't make
something
any
that-
sense, but I'm not gonna. Neither does wasting alcohol. I mean, this shit was aged in barrels and shit for months and all this other stuff, and you just want me to throw it out because you don't know how to order? Nah, I need to drink this just to deal with that. There are some times where I really will drink a waste cocktail specifically because the person who caused me to waste it annoyed me so much that I'm like, you know what? I need this now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need this drink now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And luckily I work in a place to where, for one, I'm not doing anything over the line or anything like that, but they also understand, like, sometimes, like, they are leaving us fucking hanging. Like, we're just
High
out
and dry.
there. Like, and we're doing the best we can. And they understand that. And that's where I appreciate working in a place that does that for their staff. They haven't always. I will be honest about that. I know there have been some times where I've said some things on this podcast, but especially overall right now, it does feel like there is a vibe of support. You know, it might not always go all the way up the ladder, but there's enough support to where the shit doesn't always hit you as hard as it normally would. You know what I mean? There's enough of a chaser between shots. You know what I'm saying? There's enough of a chaser between you and whoever the owner is, or whichever manager might have a problem with it, to where they can come talk to you and be like, all right, well, cool, maybe we can adjust this, or maybe we can change that, or maybe we can do this for you guys or anything. So I do appreciate being in a place to where you have that freedom, but you also have to nurture that and not overdo it. So
Yeah.
I say that to my colleagues as well. Like,
Don't
fuck it up.
don't
for the
fuck
rest
it up.
of us.
Don't
Let
be
us
the one
have-
that fucks
let
it
us-
up.
Let us have nice things, please.
Don't be the one that fucks it up.
Yes.
Yeah. I know where you work allows it, and I know where you work now doesn't. But have you ever worked at a place that allowed you to be able to take a shot or a drink with a guest?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My previous like restaurant bar, it was much more of like a mom and pop type of like gastro pub, like a little bit above a dive bar, but not much. And so like we had a lot of regulars, and so we could kind of like just we were able to comp a couple things. We were able to take shots with them if they really wanted to buy a shot. Like it was much more open, and I feel like it helped foster like regulars so much easier and better. It's just like kind of a part of it. It was very rare that I was really necessarily drinking on the job or drinking with them. I would drink before the job. Like that's a different story.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it was different back then. But it was really dope because like they really were like it was very much like just like a bar restaurant that was like in a kind of residential area. So like a lot of people like to come there, and so we just were building like a really big like regular like kind of base or hub there. But clearly now that shit is not the deal. Even if it will foster regulars, and like
Which
that
it does, especially when they can go across the street and foster a relationship with me or one of my coworkers. But I will also say, for that person who wants to bring multiple dates to the same bar, find out if that bar allows you to take shots with the employees, and I guarantee you they'll remember your date more because they'll remember what they served them.
Yep.
You know, the same way they did in that video. Obviously, they didn't have a Cosmo with you. They just remembered you brought in a girl who looked like the same girl you brought in right now, and they had a Cosmo. But you bring in a girl who's actually down to take a shot. You bring in a guy who's down to take a shot. I'm gonna remember what shot they had and be like, nah, you didn't have whiskey last time, or you didn't have vodka, or whatever it is last time.
Yeah.
You know, so there is a value in allowing your staff to be able to connect with the guests with the shot, because a lot of times, sometimes the shot is the tip. Which is weird. People don't want to tip you, but they'll buy you a shot.
Yeah.
You're still spending the money. I mean,
Yeah.
just give it to me. Yeah. Like,
Pause.
I'd rather you give me the gift card than go try to buy the gift.
Absolutely. Sorry, I just hate gift cards.
I do too, but I'd rather have that than the shot sometimes. Because sometimes I
sorry.
don't want
I
the
misspoke.
shot.
I hate when people try to buy you gifts and they don't really know you or your day-to-day life or like
Right.
what you really could use, and so they just end up giving you.
Hey, like you could use this abacus, right? You're
Or-
good with numbers. You like
or-
this?
Or when you get pajamas for Christmas for 3 years in a row, and I live in fucking Los Angeles,
Yeah, ain't no pajamas out here.
but you know,
Unless there's a photo shoot involved.
yeah,
And luckily, we're not that hard up for money yet.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Pajamas. Pajama P.
PJP,
PJP.
Nope.
PJP, we all we got.
Nope.
OnlyFans.com/PJP.
Nope.